Why do debates about Israel and Palestine always seem to go nowhere?
I'm done.
Oh, you give up?
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
No matter how long people argue, very little is agreed on, and the conversation feels like it's stuck in an endless loop of anger and frustration. And let's face it, has anyone's views changed?
Did anybody have their minds changed tonight?
What if the real issue isn't about who's right and who's wrong, but that the problem is far more complex than we realize? Here's our goal. We're going to explore key reasons why Israel-Palestine debates are so sensitive. Stay with us until the end, when we'll explore potential solutions for more conversation and reduce confrontation.
I had the right to
But that's not.
From the top, we have historical complexity. The Israel-Palestine conflict is not a simple story. It did not, as some may want you to believe, start on October 7th. It didn't start in 1967 or even 1948. This is a deeply rooted issue that stretches back over a century, involving layers of history, politics, religion, and territorial claims. It's not just about two sides fighting over land. It's a clash of national identities, historical trauma, and conflicting narratives. The whole conflict is obscured by the fog of war. To say it lightly, this creates a shaky foundation for any debate. The debaters often bring two entirely different versions of history to the table, each telling a different story, making it nearly impossible to find common ground. This leads to my second point, government disinformation, or in less polite wording, when governments lie. Both domestic and international authorities have been known to manipulate the narrative, using propaganda to control public perception. In this environment, it's hard to know what's real. Disinformation spreads through official statements, media channels, and even social media, adding another layer of distrust. When the facts themselves are unclear, how can a debate lead anywhere productive? Adding fuel to this fire is standard media. Outlets often have political leanings that shape their coverage. They highlight facts and frame events to fit their biases, reinforcing existing belief. This selective reporting deepens division. This brings us to confirmation bias, one of the biggest roadblocks to any meaningful debate. People tend to seek out information that supports what they already believe and dismiss anything that contradicts it. If you're entering a debate already convinced of your side, you're not listening to understand, you're listening to defend, and of course, the emotional triggers. This conflict isn't just intellectual, it's personal. When emotions are running high, logic takes a back seat. Instead of thoughtful discussion, we often see anger, defensiveness, and accusation. Once the yelling starts, productivity stops. So why don't Israel-Palestine debates work? It's because they aren't really debates at all. They're battles based on an unclear past, lies, and propaganda. If we continue like this, we'll never get anywhere. What are some ways we can fix this? We need to stop the blame game, the justifications, the who has a right to do what. Can we just agree on the basic human morals and basic human rights? If we can start there, then we at least have something to work with. Secondly, there absolutely has to be access allowed to independent journalists. We need unbiased reviews and studies done on the conflict. And we need to triple check everything said and done. We need this so debaters can't avoid facing the facts by simply saying that's a lie. We can't give up on debating this conflict because open dialogue is essential in a democratic and peaceful society. Debates are a critical tool for fostering understanding, challenging biases, and exploring solutions. Ignoring or silencing the conversation only deepens divisions, while continued debate keeps the issue in the public eye and encourages accountability from leaders and governments. Through sustained, honest dialogue, we have the best chance of finding common ground and working toward a lasting solution that respects the rights and humanity of all involved. Obviously, not all problems or solutions have been covered here. There's so much more to discuss. That's where you come in. Share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation and explore possible paths forward. Drop a like and subscribe for more.